What's up guys, Dave here again. Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about something very important, something that has completely changed my life at a very young age. As you can see right now, I am currently traveling. I'm in Finland right now with my buddy who is filming right now, Jonathan, and we're at his summer house. As you can see, it is absolutely amazing. And there's just so much more to life than getting rich and money and things like that, right? The most important thing is freedom and fulfillment. But the thing is, to achieve freedom and fulfillment, you need to get rich, or you need to at least have financial freedom and personal freedom, the freedom to be able to buy whatever you want every single day, the freedom to be able to not have to wake up to an alarm clock to go to a job you hate, right? So many people work jobs just because they feel like they need to work a job, just because they don't know what to do in life. And we're going to talk about that in this video and many other things that have helped me get rich young, that have helped me achieve my dream life, and that have helped me achieve the freedom of being able to travel the world, make thousands and thousands of dollars every single day, tens of thousands of dollars every single day while doing it, and while growing as a person, while growing as an entrepreneur, and while learning every single day, which is the most important part. So before we get into this video, I want to talk about a very important thing that you need to get out of your head. If you're working a 9-to-5 job right now, or if you're relying on a 9-to-5 job, if you're still in that mentality of, go to college and go into debt, maybe $100,000 in debt if you're from the United States, right? That's typically how much people go into debt, maybe $50,000 to $100,000. And if you're still in that mentality that you think that the world is going to give you your dream life, that you're just going to keep on waiting and it's just going to happen, right? Like, it's not going to happen, right? Like, nothing's going to happen without you actually going out there and doing it for yourself, achieving things for yourself, right? The only creator of your dream life, like the only person that can actually accomplish anything for yourself is you, right? So if you're still in that traditional go to school, get a job, work until 65 mindset, or if you're watching this, you're probably not. Maybe you're still on the fence. Maybe you still don't know if all this stuff is too good to be true, if becoming an entrepreneur is for you or if it's not, right? It's all in your head. But what I'm telling you is that a 9-to-5 job will not help you. A 9-to-5 job and going to school, in fact, it will hurt you, especially if you're an entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur, you should not be going to university, in my opinion. I dropped out of school as soon as I started reading all of these books about entrepreneurs that have absolutely killed it, that have become millionaires and billionaires without going to school. We all hear about the dropouts, we all hear about the Steve Jobs, Elon Musk's, and all of these other great entrepreneurs, right? And it's not even the billionaires, even like multi-millionaires. So many of them. Actually, I just read a book called Driven by Manny Koshbin. Absolutely amazing book about an immigrant from Iran who actually, at a young age, he immigrated from Iran to America, and he literally had to dumpster dive at like a super young age. I think he was 14. And pretty much now he's a real estate multi-millionaire. And the only reason he accomplished that was, instead of relying on the traditional system that so many people rely on in America, in Canada, all over the world, in Europe, right, in Asia, he actually realized that the only creator of his future is himself. And so that's why I read his book, and it is absolutely amazing. You guys can go and check it out. It's on Amazon. It just got released a couple days ago. I highly, highly recommend it, right? And so that's another example of somebody just like me who decided to say, screw the 9-to-5 job, screw university. I'm going to go out there and do everything for myself. I don't need a university degree. I don't need a 9-to-5 job. Right? So you've got to understand that you've got to dump that shit out of the window. All of this 9-to-5, all of this university, all of this just climbing the corporate ladder. If you're an entrepreneur, that's not for you. So dump that shit out of the window. And if you believe that that's going to help you, well, you probably shouldn't be watching this video. You probably should, go and, enroll in college or something like that and go into debt and hope that in this economy, you're going to get a job, right? Which, 50% chance, I don't know what the statistics are, right? It's hard to get a job, right? Like if I right now, as an entrepreneur, as a millionaire, like a 22-year-old millionaire, if I lost everything and had to go get a job right now, it would be very difficult for me. It's actually easier for me to go and, generate wealth for myself and create an online business for myself, just because what I did was I relied on myself instead of relying on a 9-to-5 job, and instead of relying on an online business. And so hopefully you see where I'm going with this. Hopefully you understand that we're being fed a scam in society with the 9-to-5 job, with university, and hopefully you see that the only way that you'll get anywhere, the only way that you will be able to achieve your goals and dreams, is by relying on yourself. So what I'm saying is, it's all a flawed system and it's all a lost cause. And another thing that you must understand, and this is actually a key to getting rich young, is that you've been set up for failure. Every single thing you've been taught up until now, every single thing your parents, your friends, your family have taught you, they've all set you up for failure. And your parents love you, your family loves you, of course, right? And my mom and my dad, I love them very, very much, right? Obviously, family is one of the most important pillars of a good life. But you must realize is that, if, just because your parents love you, just because your family loves you, just because your friends love you, doesn't mean that they know what's best for you, and doesn't mean that they know how, like the best ways for you to go about achieving your dream life, right? So my best advice for you is to really sit down and decide what you want. You need to decide what you want. And so many people out there, right? Sometimes I talk to my friends from high school, and sometimes I talk to my friends from university, and they tell me, Dan, it seems like you've got it all figured out. You've become so successful at a young age, and you're traveling and you're living the dream. But, and I tell them it's because I've decided what I wanted, and it's because I decided to not rely on the traditional system, the traditional 9-to-5, bullshit system that pretty much sets you up for failure. And I told them that. And I also told them that I sat down one day and I decided exactly what I wanted out of life. And that's what I told them they should do. Because as soon as they decide what they want, as soon as they're extremely precise, you have to be very, very precise with what you want. That's when real change is going to happen in your life and in their lives. And they always tell me, I'm still trying to figure it out. One day I'll figure it out, Dan. One day I'll figure it out, but I'm still trying to figure it out. Well, you have to understand that money, your dream life, passive income, whatever it is, love, relationships, right, happiness, you can't wait until it happens, because it won't happen. And it has to start today, right? There's a great book called The Happiness Advantage. It's been a very famous book for many years now. The whole point of that book, pretty much, you don't need to read it, I can just tell you what it is. The whole point of that book is that you need to start by being happy today, and you can't delay happiness until, a lot of people say, I'm gonna be happy when I become a millionaire. I'm gonna be happy when I get a job. I'm gonna be happy when I'm traveling, right? So you must start by being happy today, and you must start by being grateful for the things that you have now in your life, because that is the seed of all the good things that will come into your life. And so pretty much that's what I tell them. You've got to be happy right now. You've got to take action. And also you've got to start today. You've got to decide today. You got to sit down and decide today exactly what you want out of life. So now we've talked about the first key, which was do not rely on the traditional 9-to-5 system, because it's a scam. It's pretty much, you've been set up for failure, and you need to realize that you need to start changing your thinking. You need to adopt the success principles of millionaires and billionaires, and of people that have achieved what you want to achieve and that are living the life that you want to live. And then the second key was that you must decide what you want out of life. And while you're doing this, by the way, before we move on to the next key, you must realize that you can have anything you want out of life. You can't write down 1,000 different things that will pull you in 1,000 different directions, but you can write down pretty much anything you want. If you want to become a millionaire, you can. It's all up to you. Anybody watching this video can become a millionaire, but not everybody has the willpower, not everybody has the mental stability, the mental capacity, and just the relentless drive and ambition and the power to dream that you must have if you want to become a millionaire. Right? Because the world is set up in a way, we've got the free market, the world is set up in a way where it's everybody has equal opportunities, even people that were born and they were born in a less fortunate family. We've all got equal opportunities to succeed, because if you read all these books, like I talked about, Driven by Manny Koshbin, it doesn't matter if you have to dumpster dive and you literally are completely broke and you just immigrated from Iran to America. It doesn't matter if you have to dumpster dive. It doesn't matter if you have to clean windows, right? I was definitely more fortunate because I grew up in Canada and my parents had immigrated there from Europe when I was 2 years old. But still, I was definitely living a more fortunate life, and I was headed for the middle class, which obviously I didn't want. And I cleaned windows. That's pretty much my story. I cleaned windows at the beginning to make money for my very first online business, which was Amazon FBA, selling on Amazon, which we're going to talk about in this video as well, because I want to give you the tools to succeed, right? But everybody has equal opportunities. Some people don't realize that. But it doesn't matter if you dumpster dive, it doesn't matter if you have to clean windows, right? As long as you follow the formula that so many millionaires and billionaires have followed to achieve their dream lives, and to achieve massive success and to become great, you will become great. There's just no question about it. So now the next key, once you've got that mental part figured out, once you've figured out exactly what you want, and once you've admitted to yourself that everything you've been told is pretty much a lie, right? The next part is you need to go and find the tools for success. So you need to go and find the actionable steps that will take you from where you are now to your goals. Let's say, for example, your very first goal, right, is $10,000 a month. You want to make $10,000 a month in passive income, and you want to be able to travel the world. You want to have financial freedom. You want to quit your job. So you need to go and figure out what people are doing, the people that are making $10,000 a month, that are traveling the world, that are living that life, what they are doing, because those people started at the exact same spot as you started. And all you have to do is just figure out the tools that they've used to propel themselves toward that life. And I can tell you that long ago, I've achieved that milestone of $10,000 a month in passive income, right? Now I'm making multiple 7 figures a year with my business. So if you don't know, 7 figures a year, it's multiple millions of dollars a year, and I'm growing right now. Like for me, that's just the beginning. For me, it's like 0.001% of what I could achieve. And so what I'm saying is that I've achieved that milestone long ago. And for me, it was because I decided to start an online business, which I think every single one of you should start. Every single one of you should figure out a way to start an online business, to start making money online, because the main thing is that it allows you to make money while you sleep. It allows you to not have to work an hourly job, and that allows you to pretty much make money on autopilot because you've put up the initial work up front and you've created the system for yourself. Let's say, for example, you're selling products on Amazon FBA. That is my online business that I started with and that I kept up, and that has brought me massive success in my life. And pretty much, I had no idea about Amazon, but I was searching just like you. And what I did was, I knew there had to be a way. I knew there had to be a way. I knew there were people out there that were living in Bali, that were just traveling the world, that were, driving Lamborghinis and things like that, and they were doing online business. And so what I can tell you is that if you're out there searching, the answer will come to you. And I was definitely out there searching, and the answer came for me, and it was Amazon FBA. And so that is a tool. There are many tools out there. There are infinite ways of making money. There are certain ways that don't really work, and there are other ways that work. And so, obviously we're not going to get into the ways that work, that don't work, right? But you can generally have a good gut feeling about what works and what's not working, because, obviously if so many people are doing something successfully, right, then obviously it's working. And there's no reason that you can't be doing it either. You just have to learn the system, and you have to kind of like get through the failures, and you have to be relentless with it, right? So you have to really persist, and success is pretty much guaranteed at that point. So you need the tools. Some of the tools are Amazon FBA, we've got Shopify dropshipping, and then we've got personal branding, which is pretty much what I'm doing, right? You are watching my YouTube video, that's me because I've built a personal brand, right? And one thing will lead to another, and that's the most important thing. You need to take action. You must combine your desire, and instead of just waiting for the sky to just drop $10,000 for you, or just waiting for the sky to drop this perfect online business for you, you need to combine your desire, your massive ambition. You need to combine that with the right tool, and you need to commit to one tool. So for example, if you are interested in Amazon FBA, which is the business that I've built, which has brought me like massive success in my life, which has absolutely changed my life, and that has led me to building my YouTube channel, that has led me to creating the Amazon Freedom course, which has helped thousands of people start their online businesses, which has helped thousands of people start selling on Amazon FBA to also be able to achieve their dream lives, to also live the passive income lifestyle, and to get started with their entrepreneurial journey, because you don't actually start until you actually start making money. Right? You can be an entrepreneur, you can read many books, you can just pretty much watch endless YouTube videos, but if in 10 years you're still not making $1, you still haven't made $1 online, right? There's no difference. So I had the Amazon Freedom course, which led me to creating even more awesome videos, which led me to starting Shopify dropshipping, which is the second income stream, the second tool, biggest tool with e-commerce, right? In Shopify, there's a clear difference between Shopify and Amazon. I've got videos on both on my channel. You guys can go and check them out as well. And by the way, the link for the Amazon Freedom course, if you'd like to join, is right down below, and you do get my unlimited mentorship, so you're able to ask me questions every single day. I think that is the most important part of any course out there. So many courses exist without having access to the mentor, without having access to the person that created the course who is successful with that particular income stream. So with the Amazon Freedom course, thousands of students have been able to ask me questions, and I respond every single day. It doesn't matter if I'm traveling, if I'm here in Finland, if I'm on the moon, if I'm on Mars, I will respond every single day, because I care about people's success. Because what's the point of me making these videos if I just talk, but I don't actually give people the advice that they need to get to their first $100, $1,000 online, $10,000, $100,000 online, $1 million online. That's the whole point, because pretty much this world runs on money, whether you like it or not. Some people say money doesn't buy happiness. I think that's total bullshit. Money will buy you freedom, and freedom is happiness. Right? So anyway, the link for that is below for the Amazon Freedom course. And also, if you guys are interested in Shopify, maybe that's more your thing, right? Which is also amazing. You guys can go check out the videos on my channel, and I talk about Shopify as well. Now, something I want to talk about, we've talked about the tools, we've talked about the mindset, we've talked about the things that you need to avoid, the 9-to-5 traditional lifestyle, traditional system, which is all built for you to fail. Now, the thing that I want to talk about is the fact that it doesn't matter what age you are. Success doesn't care how old you are. Success doesn't care, about anything pretty much. What your skin color is, what languages you speak, right? Everybody has equal opportunities in this world. That's why I'm so grateful that we're alive in 2018, because with the internet has truly given us equal opportunities. Before, you know, you had to be maybe at the right place at the right time. Maybe you had to know certain people, right? You guys have all heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Yeah, I don't believe that anymore. Of course, it plays a role, your network plays a role, but I can tell you that I reached $1 million online by doing it myself. Like pretty much everything by doing it myself. Just by, you know, pursuing, like being relentless, pursuing my dreams, and applying the tools that I've learned, which were Amazon and YouTube, building a personal brand. So if you're watching this and you still have those self-limiting beliefs, right, it's all in your head. Like the biggest thing is mental state, guys. You got to understand, and I'm writing about this in my book, which is coming out in a couple months, so get excited for that. I'm very excited for you to read it. It's all about mental state. If you think that you can't do something, you won't be able to, but if you think that you can, then you surely will. So I hope that after watching this video, you realize that everything starts from within, right? And you've got to stop listening to people. You've got to stop listening to people that are trying to drain energy from you. There are so many negative people out there, and you just have to cut them out. And if somebody tries to give you advice and they're not in the right place, like they're not in the place where you want to be, you've got to just nod your head, especially if they're your friend or something and you want to keep them as a friend. You've just got to nod your head, and then you just got to throw their advice out the window in the trash, because the only people you need to listen to are the people that have achieved what you want to achieve. And lastly, you've got to stay true to yourself. Right, you've got to stay true to yourself. A very important thing is not to climb up the wrong tree. If you don't want to become a billionaire, and you know, not everybody becomes a billionaire, obviously, that is an insane milestone to achieve in life, right? Like you don't need to become a billionaire. Many people will be happy with $10,000 a month in passive income. I definitely believe that every single person needs to have passive income in their life, because nobody needs to be working a robotic 9-to-5 job. But it's also very important to not climb up the wrong tree. So you've got to stay true to yourself and, you know, build up that passive income business. But from there, it's your world, right? Because you've got the freedom now, you've got the time freedom, you can buy whatever you want, you can travel. From there, that's when you will really figure out what you're meant to do in life. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram. The link is right here somewhere in the video or right down below. I will be doing $50 giveaways on my Instagram very frequently, so go ahead, follow me on there, and also on Snapchat. The link is somewhere here. If you guys want to check out my other Amazon FBA videos, mindset videos, Shopify videos, go ahead and click on my channel right here, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, because, you know, if you guys enjoyed this video, there's a ton more like this coming out. I try to upload every single day, so go ahead and subscribe, and also check out those videos in the playlist, Amazon FBA, Shopify Millionaire Mindset, right? It's all in your head, guys. If you guys believe you can do it, you can. And for me, as a 22-year-old who has become a millionaire, right, anything is possible. So I don't think what I've done is special. I just think that I learned what I needed to do, and I did it. And that's all you gotta do, right? The Nike slogan, just do it, just do it. All right, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.